What the hell? Okay. Hello. Hello. China ass Bluetooth speaker. I said China ass Bluetooth speaker. I heard that shit go doo doo. That that bitch about to say speaker is connected. Connected. Fucking Chinese ass girl.
During the Multiversus launch trailer, it was revealed to us that alongside Joker, we can see Jason, Banana Guard, and Agent
And
Smith are coming to the
Agent
game.
Smith.
And with it being a launch trailer, most people expected that on launch, all of these characters would be in game and playable. Well, that is true for Banana Guard, Jason, and Joker, but when it comes to Agent Smith, unfortunately, he's only referenced and mentioned within an exclusive event where we can get him early up to 2 weeks early, actually. Unfortunately, if you do that math, he's actually not going to be available for anyone until about early July. The game basically tells us exactly how we're going to unlock him, and by doing some math, we can actually pinpoint when that will be, and it's all related to for multiverses. Now, within each rift, you're actually going to get one per difficulty. It's right now 4 weeks. There are only
There's
2
like
rifts
four.
available. Two difficulties for one each. That's
Yeah.
at a total of 6 currently. And each rift has one boss for each difficulty setting. The current rifts each have difficulty settings. The hardest difficulty including being locked until July 10th, meaning there will be 4 rift bosses total for each. And to unlock Agent Smith, you do need 20 points in order to get his. Well, they call it a variant, but it wouldn't make sense for it to just be a skin variant. That absolutely is how you unlock it. Guys, today is Twitch Rivals Day. They're going to be doing a bunch of cool events for Multiverses in the coming weeks. But right now, today is the first day Twitch Rivals is doing the content creator mashup. They're going to have not pro players, just content creators playing multiverses. That should be really entertaining. We'll be streaming it here on the channel, so you guys want to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on that and help raise that 38% higher. Pro Players one is tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see how that all works out. It's going to be really cool to see more events come up for multiverses. I will be covering them in depth and also streaming them live with you guys so
Banana
we can
Guard
react
goes
to them and see just
crazy.
what
This isn't a
different
joke character. We need Princess Bubblegum now if you're gonna have Banana Guard. What the fuck? Oh, the cry, that's big. Banana Guard, what is your hitbox? Dude?
But by doing the math, you're getting about 4 points
Banana
per rip.
Guard,
You need
bro.
20 points in order to get agents. You have to technically use all 5 of these rifts to open up in order to do that. So it looks like this is going to be something that will unlock over time that we have to progressively go there and do, which I'm not going to really disappointing. I was hoping that characters would be available on launch. They were in the launch trailer. That's just the way that I interpreted things. I don't know how you guys feel about that. The fact that there is PvE content is really cool, and I get that they have to incentivize, or they want to incentivize people playing through it in order to unlock specific characters and exclusive things. I just hope that the execution of the timescale for it is done a little bit differently going forward. Because to get 20 points, we do have to wait significant amount of time for these things to unlock. You mentioned that the next few rips also follow this pattern of release schedule, and difficulties are going to be working, then it's going to be necessary for all 5 rips to be released for the 20 points to be achieved for Agent Smith to become unlockable. At 30 points, you can actually get a Matrix skin for Agent Smith, which looks pretty cool. That's a little trend that they're doing within the game. A lot of characters seem to have a Matrix skin. Given all the information that we currently know, it's possible that around July 10th, which is when the Looney versions or the Looney difficulties will be made available for all of these rifts, could potentially within that week see Agent Smith being unlocked by most players. I would imagine everybody has their final points already rounded out then and are just going through the Looney mode. But if you do the math, 55 days from May 29th of when this screenshot was, is about July 23rd. If you look at it right here, it does say Looney is locked until July 10th. They're saying that that's 2 weeks early, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, yeah, that season 1 will end July 23rd, but the Agent Smith event actually lasts until July 30th, and it does advertise players can get Agent Smith 2 weeks early. Now, is it 2 weeks before July 30th, which would be July 16th, or is it 2 weeks before July 23rd, which would be July 10th, meaning once at the same time that Looney modes unlock, we will be able to unlock him on that date. I don't think that's the case, but the way that the event is lined up, it is 2 weeks before the event, so this might actually
What's
be
up?
correct here. And do make a quick point saying that all 5 reps will be made on July 10th.
Chicken.
So there is, if that is the case, then yeah, July 10th. The way the event ends. Apparently, in this article, they're doing it from the season, but according to Game 8, they say Agent Smith will technically be able to be unlocked July 10th if all of this lines up and coincides. If you guys are watching this and you want to get Agent Smith at the very latest point, at least until July 10th, and even then, you could just leave all the rips if you wanted to until then and just do them, but I think one rip can take about 30 minutes to like run through, even if you're speeding through to get to the final boss. Because remember, you don't get 1 point until you get to the final boss at the very end of the rip that you beat them. So depending on how long. Difficulties with it. Well, if you leave it all until the very last
That's why
I get all 20
I'm more joy.
within 10 hours.
It's hard to
Give or
play
take.
games.
So, in our best interest in doing these progressively, so at least when the July time period comes
It's
around,
bold.
we're just knocking out Looney mode maybe 3 hours. I'm very excited to see how Agent Smith plays and actually get my hands on it, because so far with Joker and Jason and even Banana Guard, they do a good job with these new characters are handling new characters. I personally, and this is just I don't necessarily
How about now? I don't know.
stuff not built that way. Or it needs to train and master that character for a significant amount of time before I can actually do some moves. 40, Marvin, and even Gizmo as well were kind of off-putting for me. I know there's a lot of people that love this character. So it's very good. I think it's very possible for me and like other people to learn it. But they're not exactly a character you can just pick up and play and be right off right. It takes time to practice and people to practice. Or with Joker, you know, Jason, all have very straightforward kits. Very easy to use. I would argue that Joker out of the three probably has the most moves within his kit to use efficiently. I mean, I played Joker all day yesterday. I'm just now remembering and realizing I didn't use his neutral special, the shocker like parry
It's
attack.
so
I
good.
used that once. Used his down
You
special
can combo
around
into
10.
it.
Flower acid. I tried to do it. I tried to do it a bunch of times, but it just wasn't working out for me. I wasn't planning it out right. But obviously, the game is still fresh and new. To be really cool and interesting ways people discover routes and stuff, and which the combo, like Joker's down special in the air, it's extremely good. So vital in getting higher in the air after the down spiking enemy. So like with Joker, you can do a down air, you can do a down special, which also lifts Joker and the enemy up further, and then go immediately into an up special with the balloon, which can kill some enemies depending on the DI, depending on how they dodge. And I have air up area. Just one of like the many possibilities that could very well exist with Joker. But again, guys, we will be live later today around 5 p.m. Eastern time for Twitch Rivals to see what Lloyd and Cody got cooked up for us with his other creators that are going to be playing Multiversus. MBS is back, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Which character have you been playing? Who have you been loving the most? And which character do you absolutely hate? I mean, right now, for me, Harley and Bugs are just absolutely kicking my ass. It feels like everybody is playing them. I'm glad for how I don't want them to nerf Bugs into the ground by no means. He's the face of WB. Of course, he's going to be good, and he has to be good. So there's that. You're always gonna have to learn how to play a sim. I feel like that's the only. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe. Multiversus videos on the way. Don't
I just
miss
rub it in
my
like
links
lotion.
and watching. You've seen me play Surgeon Sim. I did. Are you wasting money on unlimited subscriptions? I have lots of monthly subscriptions. Music. So I went to Experian. They actually helped lower my monthly bill. Phone, internet, help me take control of my money. You can save $670 a year when you cancel unlimited subscriptions and lower your monthly bills. Get started now at experian.com/save. Today, we're checking out plus size model claims she's anorexic. Now, this video comes from Think Before You Sleep. He's going through and did all the work and found all the juicy stuff, and we're going to go through and watch this video because he's just done a pretty job on this thing. Before we get into it, this video isn't about like body positivity, it's not about bad acceptance. It's about the fact that she's claiming she's anorexic and she's obviously lying. So let's enjoy. Let's enjoy together.
Saying I'm anorexic was really jarring and hard and confusing.
Well, very confusing, yes. Wow, she's right. Very confusing indeed. Very, very confusing. I don't think I have to like stop and paraphrase a whole lot in this video. Like I don't want to just straight up just watch his entire video and not say anything or add anything to it. But like I say, he does like a really good job of going with this whole thing. The restriction of energy intake relative to requirements, leading to a significant low body weight, meaning that she would not be that size if she was restricting enough calories to be considered anorexic. That's right? Right? Yeah, one would think. Yeah. One would think, right?
messages from folks that are anorexic that are livid and angry because they feel like I'm lying.
It's because you. I'll let him say this one. I'll let him say this one.
They feel like I'm lying.
It's because you are lying, and they have a right to be mad at you. Because you are lying, but you know, you get to be the champion of anorexic people everywhere. I'm sure they really appreciate the hard work. Right.
What do you want to say to people who don't believe you, who are skeptical?
Yes. What would you like to say? Yes. Tell me.
It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, this is my truth.
The good and her truth. Her truth. She made up. Yep.
That's how that works these days. You know what I mean? You have your truth, not the truth.
Oh boy. Saying that she's anorexic in recovery, and she is not ashamed to say it out loud anymore. Very dramatic of her. Obviously, very dramatic. She's recovering from her anorexia. It looks like. I mean, she did a pretty good job. She recovered quickly.
Have coffee, maybe a handful of nuts. You know, usually when my kids were in bed and I could settle, I would eat one meal and then I would go to bed.
Look, I understand that, like, if someone's probably already made a comment about it, like, the genetics play a big part. You know, some people can eat very little and gain weight. You know, it's true. But I mean, if she had a coffee and a handful of nuts, there's no way. And I don't care what kind of genetics you got. Like, that is not what's going to make it happen. And I want to remind you, we're not like body shaming or making fun of someone because she's fat. This is literally because her claims are just it's outrageous. No, it's outrageous. Absolutely.
So I thought that meant that I was a binge eater, and the psychologist looked at me and said, "You're anorexic." And then I just started crying.
But she thought she was a binge eater.
Oh, turns out she was just starving herself.
If she went there thinking she was a binge eater, there was probably a reason she thought that. How many calories from those meals, you know? Maybe she had a couple of handfuls of nuts, you know? Maybe she was way in there. She had those planters, she had those honey roasted, you know, those good. I mean, that's kind of one of, like, the pitfalls of dieting, though. Like, you eat whole foods, eat better things, but you still have to, like, not eat a whole bunch of them.
Right.
They associate the word anorexia with starving yourself to death, potentially, and being severely overweight.
Jeez. Even the doctor is barely willing to call this anorexia.
I understood that I am fat because I was starving myself, and that's really hard for people to understand.
Me too. That's why I'm for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, dude. God dang, if only I would just start eating, maybe I'd lose some weight. God. I guarantee you there's someone in the comment section right now that's mad at us for making this video. Yeah. Like, yeah, I get, like, all this acceptance stuff and, like, you know, people with, like, disorders and things like that, but you can't just lie about it.
Right.
Stuff. Oh, there's no way that she's not eating it. We're also going to see, you know, some of her eating habits later in the video, so don't worry, that's coming. Oh, boy, God dang, man. Here's a video of Tess eating an entire cake. Here's a picture of her eating an entire pizza and a lasagna, and a picture where they pretend she's eating healthier than she is. She holds up a tiny Starbucks cup full of cream. That's not healthy.
I have a tiny cup full of sugar.
She literally said earlier that she felt that she was a binge eater. Like, she eats once a day, but she thought she was talking to a professional, right? That she thought she was a binge eater. I don't understand the logical leap of I'm a binge eater to someone being like, no, you're anorexic. Like, what? Where do they come from? I'm offended for actually anorexic people is the thing. Is right. So, like, what a slap in the face.
That I am not taking care of my body in the way that I feel is best.
You may have never eaten a Big Mac until you were in your 30s, but you think that's what's best for you? Just like the reason that we found the clips to this by themselves, but the reason like I wanted to go through the thing before you swing this video is because he went like found all the receipts. Right. So yeah, definitely shout out to him. If you enjoy this video, go check out the Sleep because I don't like going and watching someone else's video, hard work and making my content, but I just it felt like it was too good of this. This.
You know, he did it here, you know.
Anyway, he goes through and talks about like kind of like how she seems to be trying to justify what she's saying and going through like she's in recovery but she keeps changing the story and all this other stuff and it's just you don't even have to listen to what she's saying to know that she's right. It's obvious.
I mean, listen, I would much rather be doing things for publicity than this, right?
What else have you done for publicity outside of talking about your weight?
Oh man, he's mad about it.
I don't know, charity work or something? So I typed into Google, test holiday charity, and the first result I got was her involved in a t-shirt charity scam. She was using the status patterns to cover up her lies here.
Oh, she's a professional victim. Yeah, I understand now. She's a professional. All right. It's not that she didn't say she didn't do it, but she's like, yeah, I think that people would think that about me. Oh, that's my thing. Well,
When people brought up on social media that they didn't get their shirts, she blocked them. She responded publicly by saying that people she blocked were saying mean things, to which I say, show proof of that or I don't believe you.
okay, show the receipts, right?
I'm not a businesswoman. I had no idea of the realities of the task that I had bitten off.
Oh no. Oh no. My God.
He's like, sure, buddy, should go now. Spin here right now.
Oh, I have no idea what I was getting to. It was so hard, but I can't refund your money. Sorry.
So if you're always so concerned about others, then why didn't you do whatever it took to make sure the customers got their shirts or a refund right away?
Yeah, he's mad about this.
Bought a shirt, man. I'm telling you, this man bought a shirt, man.
I wasn't expecting everyone to talk about it around the world for weeks and months even.
I mean, to be honest, it's the very first time I've ever heard about it, so I don't think anybody talks about it all that much.
Years.
I actually didn't even this lady existed until today, so.
Looking at these pictures from 2015 versus how she looked last year when the drama occurred, she might be the only person to have ever gained that much weight while starving herself.
The pioneer. You know, the pioneer rip.
I've had people shouting at me my entire career that all I do is sit around and eat, and I was starving. I was literally starving.
Toxic pollution in the air kills more Americans every year than murder and car crashes combined. Methane gas facilities are major contributors to toxic pollution in the air. Particulates get into our lungs and cause or worsen cancer. Methane is 80 times more potent of a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. President Biden caused development of 7 methane gas in our air and health. Check out toxicgasfacts.org.
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at this.
I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
And I drink right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definitions.
Go on, get out. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the bed.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent job because
You're so implied.
Rich,
Yeah, one equitable piece that I've ever been. Emotionally, I've got feelings to few villages. I'm a lawyer. Just Jack.
which is why we'll have the job. Guys, maybe everything is meant for
Yeah, just relax your bowels, your mind.
Like the job was done.
Where are you going?
Never. Here. Yeah, we got a spicy one for you today. We're checking out Plus Up Model claims she's anorexic. And this video comes from Think Before You Sleep. He's going through and done all the work and found all the juicy stuff, and we're going to go through and watch this video because he's done a freaking great job with this thing. And before we get into it, this video isn't about like body positivity, it's not about fat acceptance. It's about the fact that she's claiming she's anorexic and she's obviously lying. So let's enjoy. Let's enjoy together.
Was really jarring.
I smoked on the toilet like an Italian.
Confusing.
Well, very confusing.
Nigga, I said I smoked on the toilet like Italian.
Watch his entire video and not say anything or add anything to it, but he's like I say, does a really good job of going this whole thing.
Shut up. You don't know the pleasure of taking a shit and smoking at the same time.
Not be that size that she was restricting enough calories to be considered anorexic.
I know that we're gonna come back.
This routine should be chill. It's time to
It reminds me of those white bitches using their toilet bowl as like a punch bowl and shit. You see those videos?
blood testing.
You have to create a tight feel.
Exactly where you should focus your efforts, whether that's on nutrition, supplements, exercise, and
I can
lifestyle.
imagine somebody doing. Hey bro, you wanna come to my kickback? I have a toilet bowl. Motherfucker, the same one you use around here? Yeah, I cleaned it though. I put one of those scrubbing bubbles pads in there.
Respiratory bowls. To get started, visit InsideTrackGroup.com.
Oh yeah, you're still playing Warframe, right? Yeah, they added an update with corrupted mods and shit. I don't know what they do, but I saw it. They play like every fucking day.
Messages from folks that are anorexic that are
Yeah, that's why I don't play Warframe because it's not. You can't just play it, but if you don't build your build right, if you don't have all your what are they called? Your mods right, your animal right, you have to get a fucking animal. You have to upgrade all your shit. There's so much you have to do before you start to play the game. Like,
What would you say to people who don't believe
yeah.
who are skeptical?
Yes, what would you like to say? Yes. Tell me.
it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day,
And you gotta min max all your mods and everything.
Made up. Yep.
That's how they do it these days. You know what I mean? You have yours.
Saying that she's anorexic in recovery, and she is not ashamed to
I
say it out loud.
remember. Hold on, let me think about it, because that's something. How did it? I'm trying to remember how I got there. I think you literally just get them from doing the hard mission. Yeah, so after every mission you do, if it's a new mission you've never done before, it'll drop. Every mission has a chance to drop mods, but the higher and farther the missions you go throughout the story, the more mods are gonna drop at higher rarities. If that makes sense. So like the more you go through the story, the more they're gonna give you for mods. But if you get stuck, because they don't tell you that So you can get stuck just grinding the same levels or the same planet or whatever. And that's another way to get mods, but you're only upgrading the mods that you already have. And you can only strengthen those mods by like if you have two of the same mod, combining it. That's the only way you can do that currently. But you have to get farther in the story again to get the stronger, cooler mods. Because that's when I started barely got to that point where I started getting really strong mods. And then I stopped playing. But yeah, I was in the fucking Warframe tutorial for like a year or two, just fucking playing on and off, building my ship alone. It was fucking ridiculous. And I can't imagine new players starters having to build out their whole ship.
I mean, that's kind of one of like the pitfalls of dieting, though. Like you eat all of those, eat better things, but you still have to like not eat a whole bunch of them. Right.
Associate the word anorexia with starving yourself to death, potentially, and being severely
No, don't worry. That's
Told you. Told you, motherfucker. You got a min match. Yep. There's always something. If you feel weak, there's always something you're missing.
Like she once a day, but she thought she was talking to a professional, right? That she thought she was a binge eater. You're
Your
anorexic.
head's
Like it. What? What's offended for actually anorexic people is the thing. Is like, oh, like what a slap in the face.
That I am not taking care of my family that I feel is best.
You may have
The reason that like we found the clips to this by themselves, but the reason like I wanted to go through I think before he sleeps videos because he went like found all the receipts, you know?
Right.
And so yeah, but definitely shout out to him if you enjoy this video, go check out Think Before You Sleep because I don't like going and watching someone else's video, hard to work and making my content, but I felt like it was too good to pass up. This.
No, he did it big here, you know.
Anyway, he goes through and talks about like kind of like how she seems to be trying to justify what she's saying and going through like she's in recovery but she keeps changing the story and all this other stuff and it's you don't even have to listen to what she's saying to know that she's lying, right? It's obvious.
I mean, listen, I would much rather be doing things for publicity than this, right?
What else have you done for publicity outside of talking about your weight?
Oh man, he's mad about it.
Do I don't know, charity work or something? So I typed into Google test holiday charity, and the first result I She responded publicly by saying that people she blocked were making things, to which I say, show proof of
It's starving. She's not starving. Like the freaking my whole favorite quote from the doctor from 600 Pound Life is like, "You're not gonna starve," you know. Oh, man, he can't believe she's like setting herself up like this and be like, I am standing up for anorexic everywhere. Like,
The sweetest. He would ask me, and still does, message me, and he'll say, "Hey, have you eaten today?"
it doesn't make sense. Like, everyone's yelling at her to stop eating, and she tells you she's a binge eater. Then why?
Which one happened? What did?
Right? I'm just going in circles now at this point because it doesn't. It does not add up. It does not. What is this light on my face right now? Is this like the holy light?
At the same time, we don't have secrets in my household. I'm very transparent and open.
that's a lie. Anytime someone lie.
Like, it's already like almost a 30-minute video, and I don't want to like I said, I don't want to. If you want to see more about the detail he goes into about things, like I said, check out his video.
Also, if you don't want people talking about your appearance, then stop posting pictures of yourself.
It's not wrong though.
When you speak out, Tess, there is always backlash, isn't there?
You know, I welcome the criticism, but I'm not going anywhere.
Does she or doesn't she? I don't know. Like, she welcomes the criticism. She doesn't welcome the criticism. She make up her mind. Is she down for it or not? Like, can we stop talking about it? Let's talk about it.
These things I'm pointing out become very apparent if you look at people who are actually in recovery.
Okay, so it's comparing their recovery. Speaking of recovery, also in this video, he referenced back to someone who is anorexic and went through recovery and talks about their whole their experience. And it's a much different story than this lady.
You can't look at someone and tell whether or not they're healthy.
Okay.
What do you mean you can't look at someone and tell whether or not they're healthy? Of course you can. When the doctor walks in the room, he looks at you.
Yeah. And that's healthier now, you know?
I like after she says that, he pulls this up as like, what are the like red, scaly, inflamed skin oozing and crusting, heart failure, swelling of ankles, wheezing water. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's pretty. That's the like. It's man. Oh, like yeah, you can get on the comments. It's pretty sad how becoming a professional victim has been a thing in America. I'm not a doctor, but I lost it. I'm obese because I'm starving myself. Well, she wanted to exactly. That's why I made the video about it. Or, follow along with this. Anyway, that was a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment. What you think. Let us know all that. And check out, of course, Think Before You Sleep. Out, see that video. Today's your birthday. My friends, I love you. See you next time. Bye bye.
GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 and 1,500 miles. Or current eligible GMC owners get over 7,800 total value.
See, the cycle is back again. Yeah, it's. I mean, but I can relate to the old call it the binge cycle. You know, because like I'm stuck in one right now. You know, it's like
Well, you
I've
know,
been doing good, and like your body tries to do that thing where it wants to stay the same.
so
You
it's
know, and
basically
you
just
start feeling
diabetes.
my willpower's low, and with eating. I know what I want, and gaining a little weight, but I'm aware of it. It's just the putting a stop to it is what I gotta do. I gotta stop myself.
The king of oops, I forgot to get beat out. Right?
That's right.
Amber comes home from work. She's like, "Yeah, what did you have for dinner?" I'm like, "We never do that." Huh?
What you
Well,
order?
since I messed up, I guess, what we ordered?
Oh my god, dude. That ain't pretty good. So one thing about like ordering out though is like for me it's been just the quantity of food. Like whenever I'm losing weight, we can still order like whatever, and I can still lose weight because you know Mary says it's unfair because you know your guys can
So this cry is just a guardian tool, but
maintain.
so bad.
Ordering fast food, but come on, Mary, I'm losing weight. It's like, shut up. Get upset about it. Feel like I heard like daily recommended calories.
I don't know how I'm supposed to
1,000 or
use
something.
it. Obviously, up hitbox fit into a side. Maybe just on recovery, like that, I guess. Push away? I don't know.
She was extended back to 307 pounds.
What the fuck?
The exact same weight that she was.
Oh, no way. So she, over a year, started, worked down, ended up right back. Oh, God.
2 years, weighing 377, starting off in January. 377.
Yeah, it's gotta be demotivating. That's gonna be rough. But then it spirals back in time because she goes through a breakup, and here, like, this is the other part that people get, like, heavily down the rabbit hole on is people's relationships. They seem.
So they exist at least.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm gonna be like that. I got a girlfriend, you know.
That's what I'm gonna say too, because I know like Mary's gonna watch this video and like all the people that felt like that have the lore just like sweat right now because there's so much. They could just like the comment section is probably gonna be pretty wild on us actually. So you know, lore down in the comment section.
Which was followed by explaining that the scout put in a white hood.
Come on. Part 3.
destiny. However, this only seems to make things worse as you begin.
Like, Zach, I thought we could- if I did know this video would be 2 hours long.
Like,
There's too, it's, you know, all this stuff over 10 years, right? There's so much there.
It's an anti-hero.
That's the last 40 pounds, so 70 something pounds. That's another year now.
All right. Audience also began to observe that Amblin had adopted a significantly more conscious attitude, which when combined with gain and led to a surge in content.
Oh, here we go. This is the part. Yeah, this is what I was waiting on. Is like when you get the toxic anger in.
Oh, I gotta take that off. It's too long to charge.
Getting rewarded for doing this trash stuff. I should do more of that. Yeah, it's actually not that bad in comparison to the previous games, you know, especially doing like mukbang videos. You know, right? I take that as a little bit of a win. I thought that would be more.
Prospect. She'd announced that her new relationship was also stimulating.
So I think this is focusing like so far just on the weight gain part of the animal region. Like I said, there's it kind of touches on a lot of the things that people get like real about. I would say like the excuses, the
stories of the relationships. Each one, I bet, has its own like.
Yeah, all the toxic things that people like notice during like the logs. It's that I'm aware of that are under the magnifying glass, like she is. Wow. And
We might have to take a deep dive, bro.
people keep making
But
like
none of those
montages
not
and
too
I've
bad.
already done research for sure, but I'm not.
I can't wait to tell Stephen about this when I get
Like,
home.
there's just so much you don't know. There is. But I guess for the sake of this video moving on, I'll just focus on like the weight gain part.
Everyone decided to make a change. It's change would have come in diets or exercise. We step
Ready when you are.
well, I can never speak to 500 because I'm gonna skip right over it, baby.
One of the theories of
Toxic pollution in the air kills more Americans every year than murder and car crashes combined. Toxic gas facilities are toxic to our lungs and cause or worsen disease.
the one that I like is that she's like those Twitch streamers, like the girls that like they're like in the bikinis or whatever, and they're like the squats, you know, keep watching, keep subscribing. And they just keep doing that. They do it. They're like, one of them, she like doesn't even come on the camera. She's like kind of off to the side, and you can like see her, like the edge of her body. Yeah, she comes on the camera like 2 minutes out of like 6-hour stream. Wow. Yeah, and so I think that Angela is she's very self-aware of what's happening. She just keeps like following you, right?
Joke's on you.
It's
What was 2014 or whatever? Around 16.
the shot, bro.
Not many people can take down a few.
So like, she has since gained over 200 pounds through excessive binge included to that. She starts a new diet every few weeks and breaks them. So as she comes into the bathroom at this point, she's a train wreck. My fear of becoming like her has been a great motivation to continue this lifestyle.
Dude, imagine, I mean, she's doing good work out there. She's motivating other people to live healthy lives. You know?
I know where they're
So
going.
Banana Boy is not
This is what I mean.
a character.
This is a pretty good, like, summary of what it all is. Yeah. You'll start a new diet every few weeks and breaks them with the. Oh, I mean, this always of the
Banana
idea
bar,
that
banana bar.
people like YouTubers think that they're harmful to them are reinforced by views. Right. Like, and people might be in the comments like, "Can your pet shaming and all that stuff." I mean, there's no. We had that conversation of this. It's extremely healthy and we don't right. That's not even enough for debate. But like, just the getting views for doing what you're doing, it just reinforces the bad stuff, you know. And so I agree, like her saying that, like her weight, like her tracking, not tracking it. I would say more her recording and documenting her weight loss journey on YouTube is probably not helping at all. Right? Right. Like not even a little bit.
But then what's the other alternative? Go to job? No, she was back there recording the next day. People and rates videos on YouTube to motivate me to cut my portions down and work out more. Good girl. Not even 30 and she could barely walk due to morbid obesity.
Oh, man. Hey, whoever that was deleted that one.
Ray was doing the opposite. She began her 4th year on YouTube weighing in at 497 pounds, which accompanied yet another solution.
So she's back again. Right back again, Dan. Here she is again. Yeah. Yeah. After she quit the journey. Yeah, 2018. You watch those videos, I don't know if they'll talk about it, where she like goes and like talk about what she's eating. Yeah. It's always like, it's always bad.
Oh, did they make it go through?
She's been doing this
That's good though. God, Louis would draw whenever we don't really want to.
Is this her text
We're
right now?
taking care of friends like that.
weeks. The existence of a jumbo Coke and chocolate movie theater diets, these comments turned out to be correct.
And I think a new relationship now that we can talk about that, but yeah, like
She began to use her weight as clickbait for new videos, proudly displaying her unhealthy diet in exchange for extra views, leading to the confirmation that Amber was now over 500 pounds.
Oh, that's what we was talking about. That reinforcement from YouTube. Oh boy.
My weight's me was 500.
Well, I was actually surprised.
We don't have
That's the water at the end, like the Nick jokes. Yeah.
Oh.
Louis Vuitton when I walk in right in the kitchen, she smell good like that. Do you know what he's saying there? They're just making sure you know. Louis Vuitton umbrella when I'm walking through the rain in the kitchen counting chicken. Oh no, in the kitchen counting bread. I forgot. Yes, there you go. It's the first part everybody has a hard time now. Walking with a Louis Vuitton umbrella through the rain. I don't like this guy's part though. Not that he didn't do good. I just don't like. I don't feel like it matches the rest of the song. Walking around in the kitchen getting chicken counting bread like that.
I think Amber's watched it a couple times. Okay, all right, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make fun or anything. I just
Their response was simply that they spent the next person to understand who she was.
Look up that motherfucking YouTube tutorial. That's what you're supposed to do now. That shit is annoying though.
In case things weren't bad enough, here's
You got it?
pre-COVID.
Usually it's always either you grab something and place it in or you shoot the fuck at it. And now, oh yeah, I forgot their mission. I like their mission variety. Come over here. Who was I gonna try? Marvin. Morgan Demortion. Oh yeah, skin. I got all the Marvin skins. What was I doing? This is the original Toon Squad right here. Oh no, this is the old one? I thought they gave him the 97 or 98, whatever it was. Was it Bugs who has that? I thought. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was Bugs. They need to add. What's the girl's name? I'm Lola. They need to add Lola Bunny as a skin for Bugs. Or a whole different character. Smash F Peach. You need to add your Peach to this game. Multiversus. This right here is a Bugs man. Where's his name?
But what I will tell you about is the amazing cultural diversity.
And this bitch is just out of place.
This little Havana, where you can truly
It
immerse
really
yourself.
moving. They could have given it to anybody else.
Neighborhood's ventanitas. Those are the small windows you're going to see serving Cuban style
Oh,
coffee.
that's right. I forgot about my Gizmo dancing on people out there. Right.
Next up, the Tampa area is known for
So he was on the new squad. I thought he was on old squad too.
is visit the Dolly nearby schools. They
Oh, there's he. He was in it.
I will be your emperor. Wait, what are we doing?
For restaurants, I love Colombia, which is on Santa Rosa. It serves Spanish Cuban style cuisine, and they also have locations in Tampa and St. Augustine. Another great spot to explore is Maurice Alba Botanical Garden.
I don't know what skin to use. This one goes hard.
It has beautiful candy coated.
That shit just spawned out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "Yeah, I fuck with it."
Picture.
Let's go black.
One earthly kitchen. From there, head north to Captiva Island. Captiva is a gem. It's a little more off the beaten path and it has amazing secluded island getaway vibes. Picture long stretches of white sand beaches and water activities of all kinds. Next on my list is a trip to St. Augustine. This is the nation's oldest city, and as such, there is so much to do here with kids.
Yeah.
First, a visit to Castillo de San Marcos National Monument.
I need to turn the TV
The kids are
down.
going to get
There you go. That's a good volume.
You're gonna want to carve out time too.
They had an argument.